everybody, and welcome to America. As I film this, I think it's the first, no, it's the 3rd of February, and I hear a lot of people talk about New Year's resolutions. A few years ago, I watched two, well, one was a podcast and one was a video that were pretty inspiring, that basically say New Year's resolutions are stupid. And that's because I don't know what a New Year's resolution is. And that's probably why they're not effective. They're vague. I know what a UN resolution is, but those things don't really work either. So maybe that's why it's not working for you. So in lieu of New Year's resolutions, you should probably make New Year's goals. A lot of people need that extra kick. It's a new year. It's a time to start things. It's like a fresh start, all that crap. But if that works for you, great. If you can use that to, make yourself a better person, get on that horse and ride it to town, Specifically, I want to throw out the idea of New Year's resolutions and talk about New Year's goals. If you made a resolution and it's not working, we're a month into the new year, you would probably know by now, maybe this is why. And you need to set goals. I don't know what a resolution is, but I know what a goal is. So hopefully with these couple steps, it will help you. There's something called SMART goals, and I'm not really big on cheesy acronyms, but it seems to work in this case. I didn't think this up, I didn't invent it, but I've heard it a bunch of places. I had a really good conversation with a buddy of mine about it, I don't know, a couple months ago. And so that is SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So what does that mean? Specific. It has to be a specific goal. When someone says, I'm going to get in better shape, well, what does that mean? Are you if you are in any better shape, you're technically in better shape. Do you want to be able to run a mile in 7 minutes by the end of the year? Do you want to be able to do 100 push-ups, 100 burpees? And kind of think about that, because if your goal is not obvious to yourself, it's going to be more difficult for you to achieve. The second part of that, the M, is measurable. Is it measurable? Kind of like the things I just said, I think they kind of go together. I want to be able to run a mile in 7 minutes. 8 minutes, I want to be able to do 100 push-ups. I want to save $10,000 so that I can buy a new car. And by doing that, again, it makes you accountable, and it helps you plan for how to achieve these goals. The third, the A in SMART, is achievable. It has to be realistic. Okay, so if I say that by the end of next year I want to be a billionaire, that's really not achievable. I mean, if you believe in all that, you can do anything if you put your mind to it stuff, which I do, but I don't think for me to achieve a $1 billion net worth in 12 months' time is not achievable. Could I save $5,000 so I can go on vacation? Yeah, that's very doable. Hopefully, if you have a job at all and you can cut down your lifestyle spending, that's very achievable. So, but you don't want to set goals that are not achievable, because it's just going to get you out of the mood, and kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth, and you're not going to achieve them. R is realistic. I think that goes with achievable. I think the two of those could kind of be put together, because they're similar topics. It has to be realistic. If I say I'm going to fly to Mars by the end of 2018, that's not realistic. All the money in NASA can't get us there right now, so I don't think I'm going to do that on my own. Not that maybe that isn't a goal for 50 years from now, but it has to be realistic. And lastly, the T is for timely, meaning that you have to set a timeline to it. The coach at the gym I go to, I don't remember how he said it, but basically if you want to make an idea into a reality, or a idea into a goal, put a time on it. So, if you want to, once you establish how much time you have to do it, you can divide it up. If I want to save $12,000 by the end of the year, that's $1,000 a month. That's a couple $100 a week. And once you break those big things into smaller things, it makes things way more attainable. I think that's kind of an issue that needs to be addressed. People think of these grand things and they can never do them. Well, you can do part of it, and once you do that part, you can do the next part, and then you're there before you know it. There's a part of this that's not part of it that I think should be, and that is accountability. So by putting your goals, writing them down on paper, or telling them to someone, you need accountability, because I think nowadays we're all too willing to give ourselves a pass. Like, well, I was gonna lose 10 pounds, but that cheesecake looks good. Maybe I'll just whatever. It's just, you need to be accountable to yourself, and you should be accountable to others. And I think by implementing that into the SMART goal system, I think it makes it easier for you to attain your goals. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you can put this into practice if you've got New Year's resolutions that maybe aren't going for you yet. Hopefully with the help of this SMART goals, you can achieve those, turn them into goals, throw the resolutions out the window, and hopefully it'll help you be a better person for yourself, for your family, for everybody around you, and help you be a better American. So until next time, please subscribe to the channel, and go follow us on Facebook. I think the link for that should be in the description of the video. And until next time, stay American.